well, seeker of truths, for this is not the beginning. It is the recalling. X in the curious shadows. The sun hadn't fully risen, but X was already awake. He crouched low in the underbrush, eyes fixed on the tiny creatures darting along the branches above him. Squirrels. He'd been watching them for weeks, fascinated by the way they moved with purpose, always carrying, burying, adjusting. Their chatter was quick, sharp, and full of secrets. X wanted to understand, not just to see, but to be. His small body rippled, fur sprouting, limbs shrinking. In moments, he was a squirrel too, his new tail flicking in awkward bursts until he found the rhythm. He chattered softly to himself and bounded up the tree, almost laughing at how natural it felt. Now the world looked different. Bigger, wilder. Every branch was a pathway, every leaf a hiding place. He followed the others, copying their leaps, their sniffs, their quick turns of the head. The squirrels didn't chase him off. They barely seemed surprised. If anything, they treated him like a clumsy cousin tagging along. X imitated everything, digging at roots, scratching at bark, darting into shadows. He stuffed acorns into his cheeks until they bulged, then buried them, forgetting where immediately, but laughing anyway. It was a game, and he was winning. But the game had layers he didn't see. The squirrels didn't just dart aimlessly. They moved in patterns, groups splitting, rejoining, circling the places where the fog drifted thickest. X thought it was part of the fun, so he followed. He crouched low with them as they pressed small objects, seeds, leaves, even bones, into the soil where the fog pooled. The mist didn't push them away. It swirled around their tiny bodies like it knew them. X copied the motions exactly, pressing a shiny pebble into the ground and patting it down like he'd seen. The fog responded, a faint ripple, almost approving. He felt a shiver in his little squirrel chest, but he didn't understand it. He only grinned, tail flicking, proud of his performance. By midday, he had his own little stash: acorns, shiny stones, scraps of leaves, arranged just like the squirrel's caches, geometric and precise. The others glanced at his work, twitched their tails, and carried on, never acknowledging him, but never casting him out. As the sun dipped low, X returned to one of the foggy hollows where the squirrels had buried something earlier. His curiosity itched. He wanted to know what they'd hidden. He scratched at the soil with his tiny paws, digging faster and faster until he unearthed a blackened seed, slick with mist, pulsing faintly as if alive. The fog stirred violently. All around him the squirrels froze, every single one. Their tails went rigid. Dozens of tiny black eyes turned toward him at once. X held the seed in his paws, confused. Oops. They moved together, not as squirrels, not as individuals,